Hi, my name is Hermanus Scholtz. I have done the advanced diploma with EIT in industrial automation, and I've also done my bachelor's of industrial automation. Recently, I've completed my master's of engineering with EIT, specializing in industrial automation. It's all about time management. You have to sort of prioritize what you do first. So number one, of course, would be your job that brings the income. And then secondly, as being a student investor, you do get a lot of questions. So in itself, it's also important because it's important for students to make decisions based on what they hear from you. So in that, with a part-time lecturing, also I can also reference things that that I've picked up and what they can essentially use throughout the course to enable this. The one thing that actually pursued me to take on teaching was because I really love the model that EIT put out there. You can work from the comfort of your home, doing lecturing online, and knowing exactly how the model worked and things that I've learned, with my past experiences, sort of pushed the decision for me to actually pursue this. And in that way, I can help students, support them to make sort of the right decisions and decide on what they want to do, and support them in many ways. As a working professional, of course, as a working engineer, some students would have applications that they would do at work, and it's difficult to reference a specific model within a module that they can use because it's sort of a generic approach. Then I would share with some of my real life experiences that I encounter on a day-to-day basis, and sort of explain to them how they can sort of tailor this for their specific need and assisting them bridging their gap. So every time when I try to do a class, I would try to make real life situations where I explain how one would go about solving a problem, using your theoretical knowledge, the skills that you do have to sort of fit that and make it for that type of application that they are battling to solve at work. For students that thinking of moving up into leadership roles, my advice it's very simple. Because we're dealing with humans, we have to be people-centric. It's important that we understand a little bit about emotional intelligence. So I would recommend that you do some short courses on that, or just do some YouTube videos and understand how people works, the type of personalities that's out there. Because if you want to move up, the most important thing that we have to understand as engineers, you're not dealing with equipment anymore, you're actually working with people. So you get work done through people. So it's important that you understand your people that you're working with. You demonstrate empathy with them, and you sort of guide them, to make sure that they have the sort of right motivation to engage and to solve real problems. If I look back, why EIT for the last 8 years? It works. I think that's the simple answer. It's excellence driven, the system, it works. So it gave me complete flexibility. So in my view, whether I go to a university, sit in their lab and open MATLAB and do a model, it's the same as I do it online. So for me, it worked. So yes, the EIT model, the way they set it up, works.